Donald Trump hired a new spokeswoman a few months ago. She is dramatically and cartoonishly more unhinged, I would say, than any of Donald Trump's former spokespeople. Her name is Liz Harrington. She went on Fox News yesterday and she claimed, listen to this, she claimed that the Arizona so-called audit of the 2020 election results. Now, that's the election from 9 months ago. That's the one. She says that the audit in Arizona found provisionally 275,000 potential fraudulent ballots. She also says nearly 4,000 were falsely certified. And it's all Trump. Trump won everything, according to her. Let's take a look at this clip from Fox News.
That includes 160.
Hold on, here we go.
Well, if you look at the preliminary findings from the independent audit, already we have 275,000 potential fraudulent ballots.
How many caveats are there? If you look at the preliminary findings, preliminary meaning meaningless as of yet, from the independent, it's not an independent audit. It's also not an audit. There are 275 potential fraudulent ballots. Could there be more ifs, ands, and buts there? Guys, I just looked at 5 potential vacation homes, which have a real preliminary standing as homes that I might buy. Do you know what would happen if I showed up and tried to get into those homes? The police would be called. And so the point she wants to make, of course, is Trump won Arizona. Let's continue.
Includes 168,000 that were printed on thin paper outside of the regulations of Maricopa County.
It was too thin.
You have 75,000 ballots that were supposed to be mailed out, but they have no record of them ever being sent. You also have 18,000 voters who were purged from the voter rolls who voted in the election but were purged after the election. And here's a significant one, Brett, if I could bring up that
everything so far, I guess, is not significant. Now she's going to give us the real significant stuff.
The county will not touch. 3,981 people voted despite registering after the October 15th court-ordered deadline. And here's the key question. That means Maricopa County certified false results. And if we still have a free country with one set of rules for every American.
This is a spokeswoman. So it's bad enough when it's Jenna Ellis or Sidney Powell or whatever. This is the official spokeswoman for the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, 9 months after the election, talking about these fraudulent ballot dumps.
Votes need to be thrown out immediately. Or do we live in a communist country where votes turn up 100 to nothing? No, that does not say for Joseph Stalin. It says for Joseph Biden. That's in Fulton County, Georgia. If we're going to keep a country free, we need to have these audits to get to the bottom of it, because 100 to nothing is not the United States of America. And we need these audits to continue to get to the true results.
So completely delusional. But the point she wants to make is Trump really won Arizona. Remember, the official results in Arizona are that Joe Biden won, but only by about 11,000 votes. So therefore, if 275,000 ballots were really fraudulent, then Trump would have won Arizona easily. That's the point, except it's all completely made up. They are potentially fraudulent until they are verified, and they were verified within a day or two of Election Day. I actually have a difficult time getting a read on Liz Harrington. I can't tell if she's a liar or completely delusional. Something about how she talks doesn't make it totally clear to me. Does she believe this stuff? Or is she actually living in a fantasy world divorced from reality? Is she going out and saying things she knows to be lies? Maybe the two aren't mutually exclusive. Maybe she's a liar and delusional in some sense. But the particularly horrifying part is that millions of people in the United States believe this. There are millions of people in this country who will watch Fox News and they will hear Liz Harrington say, we found on a preliminary basis 275,000 potentially fraudulent votes. And to them, that means Trump won Arizona and that Joe Biden stole it, period, without question, end of story. And so much as is the case with Trump in general, the fact that Trump existed wouldn't have meant much if there weren't tens of millions of people willing to vote for him. And the fact that Liz Harrington is going around saying this stuff would mean a lot less if there weren't tens of millions of people who believed it. And it is a really, really ugly situation. I don't see any way to fix this. And speaking of things I don't see any way how to fix, we get to today's voicemail. One of our sponsors is Monk Pack. I try to just limit how much sugar intake I have. And it's tough sometimes because sweet things taste good. That's just the reality. And that's why I love Monk Pack Keto granola bars so much. They are sweet and delicious. They're soft and chewy. They've got a slight crunch, but each bar has only 1 gram of sugar, 2 to 3 grams of net carbs, and just 140 calories. So they are perfect for anyone doing keto or low carb, or just if you're trying to limit sugar. They come in great flavors like coconut cocoa chip, peanut butter, blueberry, almond, vanilla. These are not those hard, crumbly granola bars you're used to. They're chewy with a ton of flavor. I always have a box in my pantry. It's great for a quick breakfast or a snack when I'm working. Monk Pack is giving my audience 20% off your first order. Go to monkpack.com and enter the code PACMAN at checkout.